Okay, so some of you might know, some of you might not know, but you clicked on this video, so I'm going to tell you anyway. Last week, I had a full-blown meltdown with icmarkets. They denied 2 of my withdrawals, and that was it. I had a full-blown meltdown. If you follow me on social media, if you were a BD member, you will know I kicked up the biggest fuss ever last week. Last week was just chaos. So let me explain to you, right? Because a lot of people reached out to me and they said, Jamie, can you give us an update on your trading account? Did you get your withdrawals in the end? So this is an update, okay? So if you have, I want to show you my trading results first, because as you will know, last week I've been absolutely killing it with the blue alerts on gold, which will go over a nice trade in today just to show you what I was doing. And last week I have never made so much money in such a short period of time. Like, yes, I've made more money, but it's normally been over a couple of months, 6 months, a year, right? And I've grown trading accounts really fast, but they tend to be small trading accounts for like, £500 to like £5,000, right? But last week, I made a serious large amount of money in such a short period of time, right? So if we just head over to the Telegram group, and there's a lot of trades today. A lot of people have been posting some amazing trades today. But if we go to the top bit here, okay? So this was my trading account last Thursday, okay? Before the withdrawals went out, right? So as you can see, the account balance is 175 grand, okay? And this was last week. So from the 13th to the 23rd, so just over a week, I had made £152,000. And look at my account balance, right? 170, hold on, my account balance is 175,000. So I had made a lot of serious amount of money in a short period of time. And what I normally do is like I do every time, is I log in, I submit a withdrawal request, and that is it. I wake up the next day and I receive this. Dear Jamie Palmer, kindly be advised that your last withdrawal request via PayPal has been delayed due to some technical inconsistencies. And immediately I'm like, what the hell is a technical inconsistency? What the hell does that word mean? And I went into a full-blown meltdown, because for me, in the past, when you get a little problem, they tend to end up being huge problems. So a couple of months ago, my Aston Martin got stolen from a garage. And at the time, they made a statement saying, we're just restructuring our management team, because I think someone had been sacked and they were just restructuring. So I thought, okay, it's not a big deal. What happened 4 days later? They went bankrupt and stole everybody's cars. I mean, that escalated quick, didn't it? They sacked somebody, they restructure their management team, and then 4 days later, they go bankrupt. Like, what the hell? What happened there? So when I immediately seen this, I went full-blown meltdown. I just submitted my whole entire trade. Like, I'm done. I am done. I'm getting my whole entire money out of this account. And I submitted another PayPal withdrawal request and it got denied. Now, what I found frustrating is everybody else was getting their withdrawal request through PayPal, but I wasn't getting mine. I was getting technical inconsistency. And obviously that's a made up word. And I thought, okay, mate, have I been banned? Have I done something wrong? Is that inconsistency with my trading results? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I want to say credit where credit's due, right? Because this is where the story gets a lot better. So obviously I'm having a full-blown meltdown. I'm like, what's going on? I just want my money out. Like, I'm done. I'm not even going to wait around. I just want my money. So icmarkets I reached out to them and they said, you need to do a bank transfer. And I said, well, why? I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to submit my bank statements. You're going to say they're not sufficient enough. You're going to process the withdrawal. Then the withdrawal is never going to happen. Like, this is just like, it's going to drag on and drag on. Like, PayPal's the next day. Bank withdrawals is probably going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But credit where credit is due. I did what they say. I submitted my bank statements. Within 1 day, they got accepted, the withdrawal got processed, and then a day later, all the money hit my bank account. The whole entire trading account hit my bank account. So within 2 days, my bank statements got processed, accepted, withdrawal got processed, and it cleared into my bank account 2 days later. So I want to say credit where credit's due. I do apologize to IC Markets. I obviously just had a full-blown meltdown, probably with past experience, like you would. You know, if you have a very good week on the charts and you submit some bank withdrawal, you submit a withdrawal and it gets denied, and you're like, well, what the hell's in, you know, what the hell does technical inconsistency mean? I mean, they haven't even told me what that means anyway. A lot of people were saying that they had a problem with their servers, or something to do with Amazon, with the servers or something. I'm not quite sure. I don't really want to go down that route on what the actual problem was. Probably was PayPal. Maybe PayPal was the issue. Who knows? But I got my money out of them, so I want to apologize. IC Markets are a phenomenal broker. It's quite funny, actually, because I'll tell you something. So I woke up, obviously they sent me the money, the whole entire trading account hit my bank account, and my bank threw a wobbly. They actually rang me up and they said, Jamie, we need to speak to you about this like deposit. We need to confirm why you've got it. You know, kind of like, is it, you know what I mean, right? So my bank threw a wobble over it just because of how large it was, but I finally got it. I got it accepted. And at the weekend, I was at a party with my mate, and I was telling my mate about this, and I said, oh yeah, this is how much I got. And all I heard in my right ear was my wife going, Jamie, you never told me that. Well, obviously I'm not going to tell you that because you're going to spend it. So I'm actually going to probably, I won't put it all back with IC Markets, but I'm going to put it back with IC Markets mainly because my robots work phenomenally well. My robots work really well with IC Markets. So to give you a breakdown on how I actually run, right? So my main account is with gomarkets. So my huge trading accounts with gomarkets through my business, and I've never had a single problem with gomarkets, right? Yes, you're going to sit there and say I'm biased because they sponsor my YouTube channel, but they actually don't. They don't pay me. I have a mutual respect with gomarkets. So as long as they, you know, look after me, as long as they look after the binary destroyer members, I'm happy, they're happy, I'm happy to plug them. You just look after me and the members, and we have that mutual respect. You know, they're very, very good gomarkets. They chuck a lot of free stuff for me and the members. So like, we had the opportunity one year to play football at Chelsea Football Stadium. Not meet the players, but meet all the trophies, play football. It was gomarkets football team against the binary destroyer football team. We came last, literally last. But yeah, I mean, that was put on by gomarkets. I can't fault them. And my small personal accounts in my name are with IC Markets. So I can't fault both brokers, right? Like I said, I want to apologize. I did get my withdrawal from IC Markets. I don't know what the problem was with PayPal. I don't know what technical inconsistency means. Who knows, right? You're never going to get, you'll never get an answer, right? You know, it probably was something to do with PayPal. Who knows, right? But anyway, I got my withdrawal. And yeah, let's go over my trading results because they have been phenomenal, right? So we're going to jump straight into it. As you can see on my charts, London Open has won, and we are very, very close to passing phase 2. In fact, just to show you, look at this here, right? Just past stage 2 of London Open. So I'm not even joking you, right? I mean, I've been talking about this, and like whether you follow along, whether you don't, we actually have a journal. This is my journal which updates every single day. You can see it. This is London Open. We made 9% in September. So far in October, I think we're going to be up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 16. So far we're up. In fact, actually, we are guaranteed profits for October because it's the 27th of October now, and it is basically, what's that? 4 more trading days until November, and we're guaranteed profits on London Open. There you go. Just taking blue alerts blindly, right? There you go. Proof is in the pudding. So it does work. Anyway, let me just show you my trading results. So as you can see here, those are my trading results for today. As you can see, I am in profit. Look at Euro USD. So Euro USD is obviously what you see on my charts in front of me. London Open. This is on my, funny enough, this is on my small icmarkets trading account again. I put money back in there. GP CAD at the top, as you can see, and gold. I want to go over both of them. So what we're doing for the whole of this week, okay, if you didn't know, well, you're not a BD member, but if you are a BD member, you will know. For all of this week, what we are doing is we are testing the blue alerts between the 50 and the 200 EMA, right? So I just quickly want to show you a trade and just look, right? Just look at this trade on gold. We took this on the live stream with the members. Just look at how much that trade, I mean, the trade's still going down. I mean, I'm about to get a trade right now on gold. If I get an alert, in fact, I am. Let me just, I'm going to get, yeah, I am going to get an alert. Right. If I get an alert, a blue alert on gold right now while this is filmed, we're going to take this and you're going to see exactly how I make all that money, right? Because it's wild. So basically, long story short, a BD member reached out to me and he said, Jamie, I take every blue alert. So you see on my charts here how I have a blue alert with a red circle. If it's in between the 50 and the 200, they just take it blindly, right? It just takes it for 1 to 2. So I started sharing it with the results, with the members, okay? And this is where we are now. So right now, we're all testing this as a group. So a lot of members, if I just show you here, and I look at some of the pictures, so to give an example here, what's this one here? So done this morning while shopping in a row with the missus. What a morning. So this guy is already up 1,300 quid. He's doing exactly what we're testing right now, but I think he's doing this on a live account. I mean, I'm doing mine live. Here we go here. Lovely start of the day. Definitely liking the 50 to 200 rule, especially with structure. So just show you some members as well. So this is obviously in the Mogwai reversal group, some members here. Again, 50, 200, the blue alerts. Again, this one here, this is here. So this is Euro USD, blue alert in between the 50 and 200. There's one there. Well, that's not a blue alert. That's one here. What's this one here? This guy, I spotted this setup last week on NAS. There you go there. But just like I said, right, all we're doing this week is testing the 50 and 200 blue alerts. There was another trade that I took, the first trade of the day on GP CAD. This was on the live stream. Now, this isn't a blue alert. This is just Mogwai reversal. Okay, but most of the time, Mogwai reversal lines up with blue alerts anyway. It is the same thing. It's just different like rules on which you enter a trade. But let me just show you that trade. So this was the actual trade here. So funny enough, you have actually got a blue alert in between the 50 and the 200. But I actually took this trade on the 1 minute because, was it the 1 minute? Yeah, it was the 1 minute. So as you can see here, we had our first pullback, second pullback, and look at that for a beautiful trade. So that was, we took that on the live stream, 100% today. Okay, update. I didn't get a buy on gold, which is quite frustrating because I wanted to take a live trade for you. Now price has gone below the EMA. So probably going to be looking for sales. I've got my headphones on because I'm listening to music. I'm just talking to the members and I was hoping we'd get a buy, but we didn't. We got a sell instead, but yeah. It's just a case of waiting now for the second pullback structure and we're good to go. So I'm going to leave that there on Thursday's YouTube video. What I'll do is I'll probably do some live trading for you, going over the blue alerts, going over Mogwai reversal, just so you can see some live examples. I'm going to leave that there. That is my kind of update with icmarkets. I got my withdrawal. You've seen London Open win. You've seen my results for the day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. My name is Jamie Palmer. If you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.